You are the teachers, you are the gurus, where you're going to lead our next generation. So don't miss out each and every point here. So that's my only intention. Otherwise, I'm completely happy because I'm a technology guy, as we all know, So this technical glitch usually happens. That's our day-to-day life. So I don't mind, but only my concern is I don't want my teachers or my professors here who are joined, who are spending their valuable time, don't want to miss an each and every important data which I gathered here. That's my only intention. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. All right. So yeah, back to the one. So how many of you know that almost like 85% of jobs haven't been invented yet? You all may have the question, okay, so what does it mean, Nirmal? Like what? So
So mute again.
yeah, yeah. I'm keeping an eye on here, ma'am. So I'm just, whenever I just go on mute, I'll just unmute myself. I think somebody is doing unintentionally. It's fine. It's a mistake. It's fine. Yeah. So let's say put it this example. 10 years back, okay. So we never ever had any drone technology, no drone photography. Yes, but right now, even in our society, within our community, we all seeing in our events, functions, weddings, we all see the drone technologies, drone camera operators. Of course, that's one of the second thing. Digital marketing manager, digital marketing. Yes, because as the evolution of the social media, we all appointed the new position called social media manager. So such kind of job opportunity is going to be developed in next 5 to 10 years of time period. So within these calculations, the World Economic Forum data and also the Dell Technologies had did a survey. So where they said like 85% of jobs haven't been invented yet, which means who knows that maybe like in previous days, in previous years, we all had our option called machine operator. So something like we may get opportunity like AI robotic operator. So AI ethics already some jobs or roles has been started here. So when it comes to when one second, let me move this person's. Okay. So yeah, when it comes to the job market, so they have just found out 85% of jobs haven't been invented yet. So that's the one. So here we need to understand one thing. Whatever the learnings which we did so far, it's not going to be much helpful. Of course, we need to reskill. So that's the one we're just highlighting here. Second thing, they have split it in the three categories. Like, what are those? 170 million jobs going to be created, 170 million. So I repeat again, 170 million jobs going to be created. And then 1,090 million jobs continue in evolving labor market and 92 million jobs displaced. Okay, so I'll just put this way as an example. Like, what are the 170 million jobs created? Like, as I said earlier, um, here I just take my notes here. Maybe you can all can see it. So here, the technology-based one, like say roles in AI development and cybersecurity and software engineering are booming. Yes, as we are seeing that, yes, even in the colleges, we are bringing that curriculum as a AI as a separate part and then separate courses as well. So even the college campus, I mean, the university is also approving. They are recognized with this the courses. And in terms of sustainability, it comes under the green economy. Yes, sustainable, renewable energy, environmental management roles also getting rise, and healthcare and well-being. Yes, of course, like some roles or careers like telemedicine, mental health services, and biotechnology are expanding more in the community, in the industry level. So not only this, much more jobs going to be grow up on this complete upcoming years. So and then 1,090 million jobs continue in evolving labor market. So what does that mean? So it says like points to continuous changes in job roles which secure the more skills and then trainings based on the industry demands due to the factors like technology advancement, automations, AI, and globalizations. For example, let's put this way. There is an industry which was in the market for last 50 years. So now the employer, maybe the company has decided to upskill their employees and also the missionaries. So they need to sustain in the market by implementing the technology and then the advancement here. So that's kind of job roles is going to be continue again. For example, social media manager, data scientist, this kind of one. So 10 years before, like I don't think we have just heard this kind of data science, data scientist, data engineer kind of roles. But now it's all under the data because as we all know, take it as a social media as an example. So whatever the data we just circulated in the social media, it's all data. They just populate, they just gather, they just make it out as a business. They send all the feeds as advertisements based on the data which we are just providing. So that's kind of one. So here we are just growing. much more when compared to the last 10 years of time period. And how the future going to be emerging in the fields like AI ethics, green technology, and remote work management. Of course, so after the COVID, so COVID is a kind of breakthrough, as we all know, not only from the industry side and the educational side, we all got an opportunity to learn and then put ourselves in the remote learnings, like kind of remote work management through the Google Classrooms and Teams, something like that, and even the meetings as well. Next part, this is a danger zone. So I'll repeat again, this is a danger zone. So whoever in this position, I would highly recommend to upskill, upgrade themselves to get stable in their job, or just to get more to the new job. Because the reason is 92 million jobs got displaced, or maybe they just completely not on demand. So what does it mean? It says like it's a large number of jobs may no longer exist or significantly reduce the demands. Yes, that's true. So how many? Which means 92 million jobs. For example, it's all happened due to automations and AI, industry disruptions, and shifting business models. For example, manual jobs. So usually in the manufacturing domain, so they all used to do manually, but now with the impact of the automations with the robotics, most of the jobs has gone. And in the administrative roles, of course, some tasks like the data entry are increasingly handled by the AI based on the speech and text recognitions. Yes, so that reduce the demands in the human power, manpower. And then customer support. Of course, we all know that we are not at all waiting for long time in specific industry, as because we all have the good in technologies like techniques like chatbots in the website, and also in the customer support. So this reduce the more human and man interruption. So that's also the reason for displays in the 92 million jobs. So those who are at the minute, trying for these kind of roles, please, again, I repeat again, so try to upskill yourself, or else you will be replaced by either the chatbot, or it will be replaced by the AI, or it will be replaced by the robotics. So that's the warning sign. Second thing, okay, here I would say the percentage. Okay, for example, as a teacher, I wanted to share this data to my students. Okay. For example, if any students are much more interested on these areas, let's say AI or information processing technologies, or robots, or energy sustainable, or any new material composites, or semiconductors. So these things. So they all need to know like how much percentage of industries they are looking for it, they are in demand, and what they are just focusing on. So as you are seeing here in the graph, or maybe in the pie representation here, 86% of industries or organizations, they are transforming their current situations to these technologies. For example, 86% of goes to AI and information processing technologies, which is big data, VR, and AR. For example, as we say, like the social media. So as we all know and we're familiar with the AI and then the social media. So I'm just continuing. I mean, connecting those things here. So all the data are circulating, and then the search engines, the new chat GPT model, and everything's are all purely functioning out based on the data. So how this works based on the big data, and then not only this one, VR and AR, so virtual reality and augmented reality. So how many of you know that the difference between the previous time period and now? For example, in olden days, we all used to get some help from the local people to reach some certain places, right? And after a certain evolution happened, so now we all you started using the Google Maps. How many of you know that we have the augmented reality? Yes, of course. Many of us started using the augmented reality. Many of us started using the VR in their home and then in the industrial areas to to do some research, and for the entertainment purpose as well. Let's say put in the Google Maps, which is very all familiar with this. Google Map has the AR, so which means before you reach out to some such certain spots for certain locations, which you all can experience the place. Okay, if I reach this place, okay, definitely I could experience these buildings, these tower buildings. These are the scenarios. These are the environment. So which you all can easily understand and get a real time feeling. So that kind of technology is already there. So which means 86% of organizations, they are going to concentrate on this one. Next thing is like 58% of robots and autonomous systems are going to be, evolving in the market. So they are focusing on it, and 41% is in energy generation and storage and distribution, and 30% on new materials and composites. Of course, we all adapt with the recycle and reuse concepts, of course. So that kind of new materials is going to be evolved much more. And 20% of organizations and employers, they're going to concentrate on the semiconductors and computing technologies, and which is a very hardcore component for all the electronic devices. Of course, whatever the devices which you are using, which we all have the semiconductor and devices which is inbuilt into it. And then further on, 80%, 18% is belongs to the sensing and laser and optical technologies. Of course, for example, in terms of attendance, in terms of the fast tag, and even in the medical treatment. So we all get used with this, the sensors and laser and optical technologies. So it's growing a lot, even in the community level, actually. So forget about the like industrial wise. And then further on, 12% is focused on the quantum and encryptions. Of course, as an IBMer, we are doing good in the quantum computing. So we are going to see much more magic in next few years from our IBM as well. And the last 11% is going to concentrate on the biotechnology and gene technology. So that's a complete reports based on the World Economic Forum. So that's a future of jobs report. So in case if you are the person who belongs to the placement coordinator, or maybe the principal and dean, or maybe the director of any institution, or maybe the school principals, please, you can just note down these details, and then you can gather more information, and then you will understand. Then we can just pass it on to the students, and then we can guide the students on particular this thing. So if you're directing the students, we are leading the students on this directions, definitely we all students will get a place on the certain domain based on their interests and then the levels. Next, I'm going to put this way a little bit zoom. Yes, okay. So as we'll discuss about the upskilling and reskilling. So now we need to understand like list of jobs, because that is what we need, right? So learning and skills will end up in the searching of the jobs, right? Why? Because we all need to understand the jobs uh, to make out some money, and that's only important, right? So based on that, World Economic Forum, so they are given the largest growing and declining jobs by 2030 in the next, which means next 5 years of time period. So which you all already started seeing the difference in the market. So of course, not only that, it's going to be continue in the next 5 years of time period. So based on that, we need to make sure, okay, where I'm working now, right now, which job I'm right now. Am I going to be disturbed? I'm going to be, my job going to be disappeared? I don't know. You need to figure it out. So we need to make ourselves upskill the knowledge. So here they have this list of the top 15 ones. So for example, all the green ones on your left, and all the red one, or maybe let's say orange one. So on your right, so that's the declining jobs. So top largest growing jobs, farm workers, of course, like wherever we reach the technology, of course, we all need the to get feed, right? So we need the food. So that's all comes from the farming land. So the farm workers always the top in the list, farm workers, laborers, and other agriculture workers. Second things like truck. Of course, whenever the production makes out, we need to transport, we need to commute that one. So we have to take that into the different locations. Third thing is to operate these things, we need the IT support, which is the software and application developers. Following that, building framers, finishers, and related trade workers. And following that, shop salesperson, food processing, related work, trade workers. The only thing is like these, if you ask me, like these jobs are already existing in the market in Malawi. Yes, but it's going to be compete with the technologies of AI. For example, in earlier time, like a person who have been appointed to assemble the stocks into the warehouses, but now we are going to use the robots, as we all seen in the social media and also in the YouTube channels, where the Amazon Workspace appointed some robots and replaced the human, workers to handle and keep the things into the rack and in the warehouse. Yes, of course, this is going to be continue a lot. And same parallelly, like we are going to see more demands on these particular areas. So based on that, we can just upskill ourselves. So as I said earlier, say, a shop salesperson, food processing and related trade works, car, van, and motorcycle drivers, nursing professionals, all that much more. On to the right side, so we are going to see like most of our cashiers and ticket class jobs going to be replaced, or maybe they disappear. Yes, because of the automated teller machines and automated kiosk. Even now, Hope you all seen in the train station and also in the airport, which we all seen that kiosk is there. So they reduce the employees, and also in the European countries, in the place where I'm right now, and the place almost like 18 countries have been traveled to. So what I've seen in the last 10 years, of course, even in the counter, they just replace the people. They all brought up the automated teller machines, automated billing system, automated kiosk. So which means we all need to upgrade ourselves, whether we are trained or not. We have to. For example, the very tremendous change which happened in our Indian country, given by the government of India, let's say Digital India. That's one of the very big achievement, I would say, because that's how we started. Now we all started using the digital payments and also the digital learnings. So that's a very good achievements I'm seeing from here. That's one of the one, as in the part of the mass level. So such that we are going to see more changes in the job perspective. Administrative assistant and executive secretaries, as because of introducing of the chatbot, and so that will replace all the assistants. And then building caretakers and cleaners and housekeepers. You may ask like, come on, Nirmal, tell me like how this is going to be replaced. Can you give me an example? Of course, I can tell you. Building caretakers, for example, earlier I could appoint some security guards to mind my buildings, but right now I have the automated monitoring alarm systems. If any person get crossover into my building or trespassing into my building, of course it keeps alarming, it keeps bombing, and then I will get a notification immediately. So that's kind of fun. And even the caretakers. So previously we appoint some kind of caretakers to mind my parents or to my children, but now we have the baby monitor. Of course, even in Western countries, the place we right now, even my family particularly, we all get used with the baby monitor. So because we are the both are busy couples and we have to do their job, so we'll just put the baby into the other room. We'll turn on the baby monitor. Whenever the baby sleeps, we'll get the monitor, and whenever the pulse goes down, we'll get the one. Whenever the room temperature goes down, we'll get the alert. So everything comes into the technology and into the second, sorry, and into the executive secretaries. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, we have the multiple number of chatbots, AI assistants. With that, we all able to mind my calendar, get an appointment, make a reminder, so everything. So these technologies are replacing each and every one's job. Next, material recording, stock keeping clerks. Of course, these are because of the laser technologies when it comes to that labeling. So based on the QR code, just scans, it updates the record automatically. Printing and related trade works, of course, accounting, bookkeeping and payroll clerks, and much more. I think you all can see the list of the things here. Excuse me. Next. So as we've seen the previous slide, which was largest growing and declining jobs, but now we are going to see the fastest growing and declining jobs by 2030. Okay, so earlier that was the area, like what are the categories, but now here it's going to be fastest. So if you learn something, you will get placed very soon. So that's one thing I could say here in this slide. So what are the jobs? For example, if you learn something related to the data science, or data related one, so yes, you will get the big data specialist. Let's say Apache Spark, Hadoop, Kafka, or maybe Power BI. So there's this kind of one. So if you learn something, yes, of course, you will be placed into the big data specialist. And then fintech engineers, of course, like why the fintech engineers are in much more demand? Yes, because we all started saying goodbye to the cash, because we all into the digital payment. So we have the wallet. Yes, we have the payment applications, GPay, Revolut, Wise, N26, much more. And AI and machine learning specialists, of course, we all need, as far as we are just growing into the technology wise, we all need someone to mind that in the ground level. So we need AI and machine learning specialists and software and application developer, security management specialist, data warehousing specialist, and autonomous and electric vehicle specialist. Yes, that's one of the main thing I would like to hear. Because I'm experiencing this electrical vehicle since 2021. So I have my EV vehicle, so from the Volkswagen, so which feels economically, yes, good. And I can pre-plan my journey, yes, and everything is compact. I don't need to spend much more on it. So that's kind of, and also I'm contributing to the environment. So that's one of the topics I would say here. So it's going to be grow more, as we all already seen in our Indian market. We are seeing that EV scooter, EV cycle, and then EV car as well. So it's going to be grow more. So we need to understand, okay, these are the technology going to be evolved, and next 5 to 10 years of time period, few of them are already in the market. So we need to focus our students to grow more on these particular areas based on their knowledge and their interest. And then UI and UX designers, yes, of course. Like earlier time, we all have the websites, and now we are much concentrated on the user interaction, user experience, because each and every one is a competition in the world. So, for example, how many times the user are spending in my website, like where they are accessing the one. So, which is the right place where I can keep the components, where I can keep this button, so that user can click this one. So that's kind of designing engineers are more acute now. Light truck or delivery service drivers, yes, and IoT. So in IoT is very booming right now, as we all seen, like automatic bulb sensor, and then everything is comes in the IoT. So it is all connected with our electronic devices and then the technologies. And data analysis and scientists, environmental engineers, information security analysis, and DevOps engineers, renewable energy engineers. So yes, these are the fastest growing. So in case if you're the professor, if you're the placement coordinator, if you're the dean or principal of any institutions, I kindly request you to focus on these top 15 areas to train the students to get them placed as soon as possible. This will definitely make your institution proud, and at the same time you are doing very good for the society and to the student side. Right. And next one, as in the same side, we all have the responsibility to educate the people who are already doing these kind of jobs, which is postal service clerks, of course, because these jobs going to be declined or maybe disappeared. Why? Because we all know, and we all have to agree that how many of us we have started, I mean, keep sending letters in using the England letter or maybe something. Most probably we are getting the parcels as in terms of courier from the Amazon, Flipkart, something like that. And in terms of any official documents, yes. Other than that, have you are receiving any personal letters from our relatives? No, because everything is digitalized. We are sending all our wishes through WhatsApp, Instagram, and email, so such like that. Very rarely we just putting that one into the postal service. So if it keeps continuing, definitely the postal service clerks jobs going to be declined. And bank tellers and data clerks, yes, we all started using the ATM machines. Yes, it's going to be. And data entry clerks, cashiers, and ticket clerks, administrative assistants, and printing and related trade works, accounting, bookkeeping, and much more on. And so these are the so the top 15 jobs, fastest declining jobs. So in case if any of you or your known person or family people are doing this one, I would suggest them to upgrade themselves, just to sustain in the market for next few years. Right. So okay, Nirmal, you are just given us a, open eyesight in the insight of all these fastest and largest growing jobs. Okay, tell me now. So, what are the skills that I need to improve? So, like, what are the main skills I need? So, you all have this question. Yes, I'm help you. So, where I got this? So, again, it's from the World Economic Forum and also from the IBM article. And based on the articles, I just given the complete representation for you guys. So we need the core skills. What are the core skills which we require? So of course, as a person, we all need definitely one of the thinking, analytical thinking, and leadership skill, and also talent management, and then motivational. So these are the basic skills which everyone has to be developed into the day-to-day life. So in this perspective, I'm going to suggest our teachers and principal and then directors to focus on um, any one of the let's say pick any one in the green, anyone in the blue, anyone in the light blue. So and so this should be sufficient. But to get more expert into their career, I would say concentrate on all these ones. Let's say analytical thinking, resilience, flexibility, agility, leadership, and social influence. So that's the one I'm just continuing to learn and implementing myself in the recent years of time. I'm taking leadership. I'm just giving more changes in the community as a social contributor and social influencer. And creative thinking, of course, we all need to come up with some more creative ideas. Either it could be a kind of art, or it could be a kind of technology related, or kind of teaching, or anything. So creative thinking, motivation, self-awareness. That's one of the one, because as in the competitive world, we all need to motivate ourselves day to day life with the technology is growing. So whether you are learning or not, whether somebody is stopping you or not, no, technology is always growing. That's how we are just made ourselves. Technology literacy, yes, as see, our grandparents does not know about the computers. maybe the, let's say this way, digital platforms. But now we all have to use the digital platform. Even the small child knows that, do the GPay, get the chocolates from the shop. So that's how the technology has, reaches to the level. So we need to be upgraded with the technology. And empathy and active listening, yes, to become a great leader, I would say go on, focus on the listening. Good listener is a good leader. So that's a one. So as we all know, and we all agreed there. And curiosity and lifelong learning and talent management and service orientation, customer service. So these are all the core skills as a not only from IBM side, as an industry perspective, which we all need this one. So if you're from the placement coordinator side or from the personality training section, please take a note on this, and then get trained the students on these particular things, make them to upgrade their skills on this particular area, because we are, as industry people, we all need these skills from the student side. And right. So you may ask, like, okay, tell me, Nirmal, what are the 10 fastest growing skills by 2030? Yes, of course, I do say that one. The very first one is like AI and big data. Again and again, I keep saying AI is already, connected into our life. It's kind of, blood. So we can't remove that one. So without AI, definitely we can't, do anything in next few years of time period. So focus on AI and big data, networks and cybersecurity, technological literacy, creative thinking, and so on. So the one which I said here. Right. So now, so you may also ask, like, okay, Nirmal, put this way, like, so how far this AI is already into the market? Like, what is the percentage, and then where we are right now? Okay, I'll just put you as of now, which means 2025, based on the survey, 47% of jobs was doing by people as a kind of direct human related. All right. And then 30% of combination, either like I do something, let's say I just say, like, I operate something, and then as the result will become from the technology or from the robotics or automation, something like that. And next 22% is everything is automation. For example, I'll put you this way, in simple way. In olden days, I used to appoint some security guard to mind my property, to mind my office, to mind my home. That's a human. Second thing, I still need a person to operate a CCTV camera, and to enable the power supply. So where CCTV will do everything, and the same time I appoint some persons. But later on this way, the CCTV camera or maybe the alarming system will go turn on, and it use the power supply whenever it goes down. So it will use the UPS one. It will take the record. It will just put the entry, everything with the use of AI. For example, if it sends the person, okay, if this person is already in record, okay, it will say, hey Nirmal, your mom is going outside of the home at this time, at this with this person. So something like that. So everything is growing more. So it's going to be continue in all the ways. So if you ask me, like, by 2030, this person is going to be changed. How? 33% of people only involved in the jobs, or maybe the operating some things, and 34% will be taken care by the technology. And the combination will be that this is still 33%. So we all need to know. Same time, we should get skilled ourselves. Parallelly, we should learn and then adapt the technology, make the technology to work alongside of this one. Right. So this is the most important thing. So before we learn something AI, right? So this is one of the reason I just want to share the slides. For the next 4 days, definitely going to be a hands-on session. I'm going to use the tools. But before that, which I need you to all to know and educate the students why and where this AI going to be introduced. Like, who is expecting this AI one? Let's say here, how will business respond to AI developments as per the report by World Economic Forum data. So here, 77% of organizations, or maybe the employees or the companies, they are going to reskill and upskilling existing workforce to better work alongside AI, which means if I have a company, I wanted to, to grow more, to grow big. So I definitely, need an AI skilled one. So that's one of the things where the employers and the organizations, they are just expanding here. So 77% of people, which means 77% of business people, they are looking for their employees or maybe the students to reskill themselves and upskill themselves to work existing with the better work alongside the AI. And then 69% of our companies they are going to hire new people where they are skilled with AI design, I mean designing the AI tools. For example, if I'm the employer, I'm just looking for somebody who can design much better than the current AI to work with my requirements. So that's kind of, and 62% of employers or maybe the organizations they are going to hiring they're going to hire new people with skills to better work alongside AI. Yes, of course. And 41% they're going to downsize the workforce because I don't need more humans. As I have the more technology, I'm going to concentrate and invest in the technology. I'm going to buy a chatbot. I'm going to buy an automated things. I'm going to buy a robotics. I don't need the person. So they're going to downsize the workforce. And then 47% of organization and then the industrial people they're going to transition people from jobs where the AI can will cause to decline. For example, if I have the company 100 people where 50% of jobs can do by the AI, then I'm going to replace them, or I need to upskill them. So that's how the organization is going to be focus on 47%. And then 49% they're going to reorienting the organizations to target new business opportunities created by AI. Okay, let's say it this way. For example, my grandfather was a photographer. Okay, again, my father is a photographer. Now I'm a photographer. But what is the difference? Here, I'm not appointing any assistants. I'm having very good technology, kiosk. Okay, I let the people to come, take a photo, pay it, take the print, go away. That's it. So I don't need someone to, arrange the setups. I don't want to go with any, assistance. So here, with the help of AI, I can just do and whatever I want. I don't need any artist. I don't need any assistant. So that's kind of the calculations they are done as per the report. And of course, so how the disruption to skills? Yes, 39% of focus core skills will change by 2030. So as I said in the previous example, as like the COVID time is one of the biggest breakthrough in our life, in not only in our life in a country of India. So it's a global. For example, as we all committed to the digital payments and also committed to the remote working, everything. So such that more people are into the new skills. So nobody has trained us. We all come to know. We all started to learn each other from our neighbors, from our colleagues, from our staff members, from our teachers. So still it's going to be continue. So upgrade, learn, and much more. Right. So next, okay. So we all discuss about the job skills and everything. Okay. You may ask like, Nirmal, tell me like why does the skill matters? I said yes, of course, skills are matters, right? Because in future the skills are going to be considered as a future currency. For example, if I have a candidate which have more wealth, and the same side if I have the another person who have more skills, so whom do I prefer? I prefer to go with this person which have more skills. Yes, that's how it's going to be work. So as a principal, as a director, as a placement coordinator, we are in the position to skill our students, skill our juniors, skill our employees. So that's the only way we can just build a strong community. Second thing, so does the employer priorities goes to the skilled person? Yes, of course. Employees are much more focusing on these skilled people than the formal degrees. Like yeah, upskilling is always important. Yes, because continuous learning is one of the crucial part of our life to make them in that once in the one's careers. Yes, of course. As I started my career as a diploma in computer engineering and then information technology, and then I worked as a DevOps engineer, and then I did my masters, and then I put myself into the AA part. I'm keep continuing this one. So yes, we all need to go over. So here I have just put my famous quote, which I'd like to share with you all. The only way to survive in the future is to continuously learn and adapt. Um, so I think there is a one quote from the Tamil. I'm sorry that in case if anyone from other part of Tamil, like I'll just put this way. There's two things, from the Kaniyan Pongunra, Yadu Mure Yavarum Kele. So which means like wherever I go, all people are my kids and relatives actually. So that's kind of same thing. In the learning wise, like we need to learn wherever you go. At the same time, we need to adapt with the environment. So I would highlight the same thing here. So skills always matter. Don't worry about the skills, because why? What is the next step? As when you are teaching something, these things, awareness to the students, they will definitely ask like, okay, sir, I totally understand. I'm completely aware. I'm not get panicked. Now I understand the importance of the skills, and now I understand the strategies of these things. Okay, now tell me what I need to do. Yes, we all have the curiosity in the mind. Even of course, those who are listening to this speech, this session, of course, you all may have the one. Sir, my son is doing this one. And now, what are the jobs you are saying? Yes, he falls under the declining jobs. Now, tell me, like, what I need to do and where you guys can help me. Yes, of course, we are in this situation to introduce our IBM Skill Build program. So that's what we are going to see in the next 4 days with hands-on session at free of cost. It's not only for you right now who are joined, it's for everyone as a student, as an academic instructor, educator, staff members, and in the working professional, everything. Okay, so here we are just coming to the picture. IBM Skills Build platform. So what we do, our ambition is by 2030, 30 million people has to be trained with the updated technologies like AI, cybersecurity, robotics, cloud computing, quantum computing, much more at free of cost with digital credentials, right? So what this IBM Skill Build do? So as a program that includes an online platform, which is completely free and with a customized practical learning experience available for the high school students and educators, not only for students as the people like you are here, teachers and staff members, and also for the academia students and faculty, which here I will take highlight here. It's a college and institutions and university peoples and faculties, and also adult learners. Sir, I'm not falls under the schools and not falls under the academia. So now, if you're the housewife, if you're the working professionals, of course, you can also learn something here. Okay, what you will get it. So what you will get access to this platform. You will get access to the top hot topics like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, data analytics, programming, project management, sustainability. So all these are in the market. So we are providing this up to free of cost and more than 1,500 courses right now, and with the 20 plus languages in the platform. What else we are offering? Not only the materials, we are also offering the trainings and technologies trainings like this. For example, as an IBMer, on my free time, I'm just providing my volunteering hours through this wonderful CSR opportunity. We are people here to help our community to provide the technology and training and personal learning paths. We can create a learning path. Okay, listen, you are the student, you want to become this one. Okay, I'll just create the complete training and learning path. You can just follow this one, you will be achieved your goal. And then we'll give at the end of this learning, you will get the verified digital credentials where you can upgrade and upload into your LinkedIn professionals and profiles, and also the CVs to get the highlighted in the job training and an enhanced program. So not only this one, we also partnership with around the globe, like say, for example, with our Mahalakshmi Tech Campus, we are just partnership with all the universities and institutions and then the companies, and we are just aligned with the real job roles at the present in the market. And of course, as a volunteer support from the local IBMers, yes, we are feel free to continue this one for our local community. As you all may ask, like, okay, sir, these materials will come only from the IBMer? No. Why? Because we all have a very good partnership with the content partnerships. So these are the ones, Red Hat, CompTIA, and much more. So few of them are, known with Udemy and Red Hat and Credily and Coursera. Yes, they're not only this one. We all have with the NF and Get Abstract and John's Day, much more on. So these are all the our content partners. You will get the very valued partners. Learning materials from our through our partners in this IBM Skill platform. So not only with this, so as I said earlier, you will get the perks like digital credentials, certificates, and then hands-on training from our people, kind of IBMers through the IBM volunteer platforms that helps you. So as a hiring organization, like kind of employers, what as a benefit, what we'll get the expanding the talent pool. Okay, so if I teach the technology to 100 people, definitely I will get 100 resources in next few years of time period. So that improves the more talented people in the community, and will compare the skills after we provide the turnings and learnings. So each person have the different skills. They come up with their own idea, they come up with their own technology, they come up with their own separate implementation. So we'll just better matching with the candidates and with the job positions, and then understand the competency and the learning agility of the applications. So this is the benefits for the employer side. But as for learners, what you will get it at the end, yes. As this is a complete online platform, it's a complete portability. You can learn wherever you are in the world. Second thing, security. Yes, because of the login credentials, you will get complete security wise. You will get the own credentials. You will get that access into the platform and increase visibility. Yes, once I complete my learning platforms, I mean learning parts, you will be as to share your learning path certifications to the LinkedIn profile or to the into your badges. I will show you my digital credentials. It will be helpful for you. So here,
எதுல ஓட்டணும்?
sorry, I think can somebody can you all put yourself mute, please? Oops.
கட் பண்ணி
இப்படி
ஓட்டு.
இப்படி வரீங்க இல்லைன்னா
அப்ப கூட தான் வரல.
Sorry, yeah. Okay, I think one of the parent has forgot to mute. It's fine. Okay. So we have the partnership program with high schools and academia and adult learners. So through this, we are conducting the workshops and then conversations with our IBM coaches and mentors like me. And we are giving the project-based learning and access to IBM experts and research to enable faculty to successfully deliver training all the ones. Not only for the schools, students and educators, we also for the universities and for the faculty peoples and for the adult learners. So that's how it works. So what's the next? So don't wait for it. So scan the QR code, log into it, you'll register it, then we people help you. And what happens next after you get a partnership with our IBM as a free?
Kindly
You will
unmute.
be you will sorry, yeah, you will be get access to the platform right away to get the learnings, and then you'll get a free account, and then you'll explore the courses whichever you like to go for it as a student learner or educator or teachers or faculty members or adult learners. Once you complete that, you will get the earned badges, and then you can add it into the schools, or you can add your skills into the resumes and to the LinkedIn profile. So what we'll get in the end? So as I said earlier, so this is the success growth. So you are going to use the platforms in the right way, as in the digital platforms, to stay updated and competitive, because we keep upgrading our learning materials, everything, and lifelong learning. Yes, you can upgrade your knowledge as long as you learn daily. And skills balance. Yes, we are providing the right course both in the technical and soft skills, so you can just upgrade your skills based on the requirement of your jobs perspective. And networking, yes, not only learning and gaining the experience, we are going to network with the right person through this platform, and adaptability based on the environments you will be get a chance to adapt with the one. So that's how it works with the IBM skill build platform. So I'm going to show you second. So you may ask like how this learnings and then certifications will work on. So these are the ones. For example, here I have just added few of the certifications. These are the ones. For example, these are the IBM Professional Champion. This is my mandatory course, as in the my professional. I have to do it for my band promotions. So these are the ones. So this also can get it from the IBM Skill Build. Not only this one, so you will get a more related course like from this one. Yeah, these are the ones. So through this, you will get a highlight in your daily life, and then that improves a lot, and get motivated this one. So as of today, I'm just want to give the overall the importance of the AI. So that's a brief introduction of this one. So for the continuous one, I see that we have made like 5-day session. So on today's session, I hope that this gives a importance of learning, because without knowing the importance of this AI and then this real report, so there is no usage of learning and adapting the technologies into a daily life. So as a mentor and as a educator and then the corporate IT expert, I wanted to give the complete picture of the ground level from the World Economic Forum data, and also from the reputed organization, the industrial survey reports. I given the complete presentation here. So following that, from tomorrow, what we are going to discuss about, so complete artificial intelligence, basic and machine learning. So even if you don't know anything about the computer, you don't know anything about the coding, don't worry. I'm here to help you out. And also, I'm going to help you with the AI tools and real world applications, all these things as we discussed already. So those who are joined recently, those who have missed out the introduction part, so this is my TalkMate link, and that's my one. I already shared it in the chat window, so you can note it down, and you can just feel free to reach out to the director of Mahalakshmi campus, Prince sir, and also you can just reach out to me through my LinkedIn profile. So that's me, Nirmal Kumar Palanitsamy from Ireland, IBM. And we are going to discuss the tools, and I'm going to share some of the links where you also can learn, and then you will get the learning parts and materials. So at the end of this week, you all will get a certification of completion from the IBM, which will says that A for educators, free 5-day webinar plus IBM certification. That's one of the one. All right, so I think this introduction section will give the more highlight, and then definitely we all know the importance of the AI and what's going to be do. So now I have next to 18 minutes of time. So I'm happy to take your questions and feedback. So please unmute yourself or raise the hand here, the questions, and I will just go one by one, and I will answer the questions. Please. I'm going to read the questions here. Also going to see the chat. Yeah, feel free to put your questions in the chat window, and also you can just unmute yourself. You can just share your feedback and questions.
Nirmal Kumar, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, myself Jagdishwaran from Velamal
Yes.
Bodhi,
Okay.
Bodhi
Nice to
campus,
meet you, sir.
Chennai. So yesterday, I think a day before yesterday, I saw one news that Microsoft have sent almost 6,000 employees out because of this AI. AI is replacing the human.
Yes.
So you had given more insight about all this. What are all the uh, how AI will replace the human? What are the areas that we are that can be replaced? That and all you had given. But
Yes.
my question is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm an academician for almost 15 plus years
Mm-hmm.
here, working as a teacher and head of the department computer science. So
Mm-hmm.
if we people, if we want to get into the industry,
Mm-hmm.
how this AI is going to help us and support to survive in this field. That what.
That's good question, sir. Thank you so much, Jagdishwaran, sir. Yeah. First, I will just go one by one. So, from the question you asked, like, then from the news, so 6,000 Microsoft, and you may, okay, you all may ask, like, okay, sir, this count will going to be increase the companies such as like, Microsoft, because they are very big company. They are the largest one. They are making more profit. And so, all of a sudden, they're just replacing the 6,000, which means like they are not capable to provide salary. No, it's not like that. And on considering these companies like Microsoft, other Google companies, even the TCS or maybe the IBM is going to replace some employees. Are they going to replace with the AI, AI machines or maybe the AI based one? I would say yes. Already, I would say example like since I'm in my office laptop, I cannot show a few of the things, but I can just give you orally. We all have the dashboard. For example, as an IBM employee right now, for my letters, for my bank loan process, or maybe from my medical process, or from my any kind of for if I go for any accommodation searching for the rental purpose, I may need some employment certification, employment salary, or kind of bona fide certificate. Like let's say put it this way, in India we call as a bona fide certificate. So those certificates, those process will be undergone with a manual process. Let's say myself, Nirmal Kumar, I work under this department, under this manager so long. So I need some bona fide certificate for this purpose. Could you please raise and I want to submit this request. Could you please raise approve this request and raise the letter and then send it to me. So on the other hand, someone of the any one of the HR will handle this case. They will create the ticket. They will process. They will just issue it in couple of days. That was it happened 2016. Now, what we are experiencing now, we have called IBM AI assistants. What it do actually? We have a separate beautiful chatbot. It answers like like a HR. It will say like, "Hey Nirmal, how are you doing? Like, okay, tell me how can I help you." So it will just populate the list of questions. Then I can just tick mark. I need a employer letter. That's it. And there I can just put I need for bank education for the bank loan for my mortgage, or I can just go with any other purpose. It will take the request. It will just print it out within next 30 seconds. Job done. So I no need any person to sit in the next place to handle this request to process it. So IBM AI assistance replaces almost like 500 people already in this market, and this was expected 3 years before. But that time it was in the like let's say demo level. Now they all implemented. It's going successful. They all replace all the HRs who are doing this kind of roles. Now, if you ask the Microsoft, yes, it's the same thing. They don't need any kind of these assistants in the name of assistants. They all can replace by the chatbot assistants. So if you ask me like this continue will this count will continue, yes, definitely. Okay, in this situation, like tell me Nirmal, like how can I keep up my job, how can I sustain in my job? I say like same, upskill, reskill. So develop a bot, or maybe try to handle how to handle this bot, or maybe go with new technologies, or where the industries are looking for the AI related one. So upgrade your skills, build something, or come up with some platform, and where the AI is not implemented. create some AI agent. So I'm going to discuss about this one. So don't worry about like some of the words which I just mentioned out here. Don't worry about, because AI agent is nothing but, for example, I'm a person. HR is one person, right? So Nirmal wants some letter where I'm sending the request. Here, HR is a person who is going to process the request. So here, I'm replacing that person as HR as a person, right? I'm going to replacing that as a agent. This AI will taken care by all the the backend the code. It will process and it will generate the document which I requested. So that's what we call as AI agent. So I'm going to discuss in the next 3 or 4 days how to create an agent, how you all can just you do your day-to-day life activities, for example. So as sir as like, okay, Nirmal, I'm here in the like past 18 19 years in the educational field. Will I get impacted directly, or in case if the situation comes up, how can I just make it in my style, like how can I upgrade? I would say, sir, concentrate on your particular area. What are the roles that you are doing right now? Try to include any AI implementation, any bot development. So get impressed with that, with your work to your institution or organizations. For example, let me put this way as an example. As I joined IBM as a DevOps engineer, people like me who came in the 2014, now as an education counselor, I'm giving more counseling for the students. I'm seeing almost through my channel, through my YouTube channel, through my social media, through my LinkedIn, through my mentoring program, through the top mate. I've seen lots and lots of people keep coming. Now it's again competition. Now how I'm standing among them, because I'm just putting myself learning AI, because AI is not in my curriculum when I was studying MS, when I spending 20 lakhs when I was doing masters. Now I'm not investing in any money, but I'm investing my time and effort, learning my technology. I'm upgrading myself. I created a bot as a team of 11 members in my current team. How I'm just differentiate. How I'm making unique myself. Apart from my day-to-day activities as a business usual activities, my job, I'm spending myself. I'm creating some bot where I can just introduce a bot into my team, automate some task, so that gets more impression and get appreciation from my manager. So I would say it's not only that we all have to create a bot. No, wherever the opportunity is there, of course, go and concentrate on the bot. Okay, in that case, Nirmal, I'm not that much sounds technically good, so how can I do that? Do one thing: partnership with any technology person, people like me, or hire some ongoing final year students, discuss with them, go with the requirement, sit with them, develop some model, and then based on the requirement, function out, create a model. And that's how it works. So through this program, through this way, all can keep their job sustainable, and then sustain in that particular job. So again, I would say reskill and upskill. I think I've just covered and answered your question, sir. Is that right? Please.
Yes, Nirmal. Thank you so much.
No worries, sir.
Because what you said is exactly, it's 100%. It is a reskill and upskilling. Well, because one example I used to say that is 5 years back, there is an option in CBSE, for example, that is one is Python and another one is a C++.
Correct.
When I didn't study Python in my curriculum, but
Yes.
once
Yes.
it comes to, I handle only C++. I studied and handled for the student, for the higher secondary students. Then
Yes.
once it's a mandatory, it's done by CBSE.
Mhm.
Automatically, we reskilled and we upskilled by learning the Python, and now we are masters in Python, like that. So what you
Exactly.
said is exactly 100%. Thank you, Nirmal. Thank you.
No worries, sir. Yeah, when come back to the sir highlighted the evolution of the languages. Even I started my career as a kind of C++, Visual Basic, .NET and all. Because I started my career, I mean, learnings from my 2007 as a, actually as a school students during my 12th standard leave holidays like this. I don't know like how many of you have the this kind of I mean the kids who are under this age, like I would suggest maybe ask them to follow this technique. That's my 1 cent tip. As I become a cloud computing specialist, it's not a one day effort. It started with my childhood. So where I used to get up, pocket money as a kind of 10 rupees. So I collected each and every rupee, or like one rupee. I used to go to the bus stand in near to my place. It's called Kumarapalayam, near to the E Road. So I used to buy the magazines, like kind of it says Computer Ulagam. That's a Tamil magazine where I come to know how this technology, how this computer works. So through that, as a 11th standard, 12th standard student, I started learning myself, and then where it leads to. As a student, I started buying the 30 rupees Computer Ulagam and the Tamil computer and then Digit magazine. So that's how I just, started myself learning. I go to my nearby library. I put myself, is there any Tamil based computer, computer based books in the Tamil? I started learning, even though I'm a English medium student convent, but used to learn something in my own language. So that's one of the creativity comes up. So that's how I started. And then I built myself. And then that motivates me to apply for an Ubuntu software, which from the Uganda as a free of cost. The very first time I sit in the computer browsing center, I started learning myself. I put my address around like 12th standard as a student, getting a parcel from the foreign as in my name is very proud moment. As we all know that I know like few of us also experience the same thing. So that's how I started my learnings. And then during my college days, I keep always do some activities, a lot of extracurricular activities, do myself, and then learning, meet entrepreneurs, meet cloud specialists. I hope you all know Suresh Samandam. He's a director and CEO of Kissflow. The very first company he ran was like Orangenscape. I met him during the cloud computing conference in the Taj Vivanta in Bangalore, I guess. So that given a more impression. Then I realized, okay, definitely I need to take this one. So during my engineering days, I started learning myself. I'm the one among students, make myself unique, learning everything and going for the extra things, and then attending all the placement coordinators. I get more recognitions for my all initiatives. That's how it just landed into my cloud computing specialist. Now I'm proud to myself as a cloud engineer and IBMer and education counselor. And so far I just doing a lot of things. I'm still yet to do more things, and it's my pleasure to do work with you all guys and all the staff members. You are all the gurus, and yeah, I'm happy to see the lot of questions here. I think I have time here. One second. Yeah, meanwhile, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself. Please bring out the questions. I'm happy to answer it.
Hello.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Gautami. Actually, I'm working as a AI teacher in Sri Krish International School from Chennai, sir.
Sorry, ma'am. Which school study? Sorry, please.
Sri Krish International School, sir.
Sri Krish. Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
Sri Krish from Chennai.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, ma'am. Please.
Yes, I'm an AI teacher for grade
Mhm.
10. For grade
Mhm.
10 students.
Okay.
I want to know, actually,
Mhm.
the skill subject is added as a AI for
Yes.
the grade 10 students.
Yeah.
Is here the main chapter is based on the deep learning, machine learning is there, and then the next concept is orange data mining tool. Everything is there. But
Okay.
the students are very struggle to understand the concept because actually I learned data mining in my college only, sir, because I'm a
Okay.
MSc IT graduate student,
Okay.
IT. So
Okay.
actually I learned from my college itself. So that time I also struggled to learn what is a data mining and what is a deep learning. Everything is I actually struggled from my college days itself. But now
Okay.
the students wants to know the syllabus of deep learning, machine learning, everything. But now the students are very struggling uh, to understand the concept. So how we explain for the students, sir?
Understand, ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much, Gautami, ma'am. That's a really good question, and it's really good to see that AI teacher from the school level. Really appreciate, because sometimes I feel jealous, because you know why? Um, as I invested a lot, and right now I'm just into the technology right now. But the kids who are just coming in this generation, they are getting all the technologies. Everything's fast. Even started to accessing the iPhone, iPad, even the technology, everything is fast. That's really good one. So I'm really happy that, and sometimes I'm really jealous. Yeah, of course. Okay, coming to the point straight away. Okay, so here, ma'am, Gautami, ma'am, asking like how to train the students in the real time world, or maybe is there any particular tool or the way the learning method to make them to feel easier and connect to the students with this current technology, like kind of data mining and data related words. Okay, I tell you why. See, I always say, because as an education counselor, I'm the technology expert. So wherever I go for this technical workshops, right? So I just put my personal experience and then real time experience. So that's the way they will start to learn and listen and adapt the one. So try with some kind of common day-to-day activities. First, tell them what is meant by data. What are the data? Ask them to write down something in the A4 sheet. What are the data? Data means what? What are the things that comes into mind? And what you can do with the data. What are the things which you can extract from the data? For example, okay, let's put this as an example. If I put this question into this chat, okay, can all our staff members, reputed honorable staff members, could you please put your personal details? Okay, that's my first statement. Okay, in this personal details, it could be anything. It could be anything, sensitive or non-sensitive data. Name is my non-sensitive data. Date of birth is my sensitive data. Address is my sensitive data. Blood group is my sensitive data. Phone number is a sensitive data. So these are the ones. My bank balance is a sensitive data. My bank account number is a sensitive data. My bank savings is a sensitive data. So it's all sensitive. So you need to define the data. What is the importance and what are the categories of that particular data? Say, like say sensitive or non-sensitive, and what you can do with this one. How you can map those data. For example, okay, if I put this way, school name, and here I just put some products. Let's say Google. So ask them, do you think like this is going to be matched together? No, because Google is a product. It's a name of the product. School name is a question. It's asking the school name. It's an institution name, something kind of naming technology. So ask them to, play with the data. Ask them to match the following. So that's how it works, ma'am. As I would say. And based on that, we can assign some, courses, small little assignments and tasks, and then fun play learning that will help you to, train them. Hope that clears, ma'am, at this stage.
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you, sir.
No worries. Yeah. And please reach out to me. You all can take down my email. I'll just put you here. Second. I'll just put you my IBM. Oh no, I'll just put my personal one. P Nirmal Kumar 07@gmail.com. So that's the one. That's my email ID. pnirmalkumar07@gmail.com. You all can note it down. I'll just put it in this chat as well. So if you have any questions and if you need any, tools or maybe something like that, for as ma'am said, like yes, of course, I'm happy to do it. I put in the chat as well. You all can copy it. All right. Okay. I'll just go to the next question. I see like a few staff members all has the questions here. I'm happy to take the questions here. 1 second. Okay, Swati ma'am asks here, how about teaching jobs? Currently, students tend to learn a lot from AI technology than from teachers. It is said that in future, robots will replace training teaching methodologies. Many schools have also have a run through using robot teachers. So how will be the future teaching job profession? That's a very good question, ma'am. Okay, let me put this way. Swati ma'am asks like, okay, will the robot or will the AI will replace the teachers? I would say, yes. Hardly yes. That's one of the statements we have to agree. But it's going to be major wise? No. Why? Because at the end we all have to define the and design the curriculum. We all have to evaluate ourselves. Of course, even though the technology is there, we all need to understand and we have to model the papers, right? So that will be there, and teachers will be always demandful, and we all need it. So definitely at one stage, one place, we all will stop using these things, and we will again come back to this one. So the kind of Gurukulam, yes, that's not far, but definitely will come back. So based on my understanding, because last week I attended the one of the event called Jitex. It's in the Europe happened. It's a very big one. Yeah, I hope you all know this one called Jitex event in Dubai and Europe. So the one which I attended is like Europe. So there I have seen many startup companies. They come up with a low code, no code technologies, more startup companies, more AI related. It's healthcare industries, everything. So I spent 2 days here in Germany. I just gathered a lot of things, and then and also of course I'm also an angel investor for a couple of companies. I have invested in the technologies. So based on my understanding, I would say even the couple of teachers which got a chance to meet them, so they also worried about, they asked the same question, sir, will our job will get replaced? I said no. Because why? Because as a student, at some point they need some human interaction just to explain something. What AI actually does right now, it's going to be collect the data, it's going to be define and then extract, it's going to be represent something. It's based on the data which is already in the market, which is already in the database server. So it's not going to be generate anything. That's called like generative AI. So I'm going to define everything in the next upcoming class. So what is it mean by AI? What is it mean by generative AI? What is the functionality of generative AI? All the ones, and what are the tools behind on it? So definitely I'll just come back with all the questions. So at the minute, so don't worry. But the very straight to the question, some jobs will be replaced. Yes, of course, if you're not up to the level best, of course, as I would say, if you're the teacher, not just a teacher, no, try to make your profile as a AI teacher. Like say, I've seen that Gautam ma'am, she just introduced herself as a AI teacher for another school. Just get skilled and get trained, and then make it as a kind of AI trained teacher, AI trainer, something like that. That will definitely make your job sustainable. All right. Okay.
Can
Next.
I add something to this, Nirmal?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me add something to this question also.
Yes.
That's answered. So, ma'am, at present we can use this AI as a tool which can enhance you to interact with the students. Like there are a lot of chat GPT is there. There is Copilot is there. Where see a student who learns some program or something, some subject, they will go to their home and they will start preparing it. Maybe at the midnight or at the early morning. So at that time they may need some questions to be clarified. So they are in a position that they cannot move to somebody else to ask for the clarification. Even they cannot disturb you at the midnight. So this AI tool can help them. If you are a teacher, so you have to train that AI chatbot. That is, you are the owner of the chatbot. So you have to train what are all the answers that bot has to give. So for that particular question, you can limit it also. So it's up to you. So instead of a student can interact with you at the midnight, he can interact with that chatbot, and you will have a record of that. So if the student in the next day you can go to the class and you can ask, okay, Rajesh, you asked my chatbot about these questions. Have you got the complete thorough answer? If you're not clear with that, let me explain these things to you also. So that kind of things we can use it in our teaching methodology. AI will be very much helpful for us to interact with the students as well as to give a lot more information to the students.
That's excellent, sir. Yeah, very good. So as I said, like, we all need to, as not like a traditional teacher, we all come up with the technologies. We all used to create a question bank, right? So use the chat GPT or chatbot, come up with the, your own idea, and then, customize the chatbot. That will be work. All right.
Final question.
Yes, sir.
So what about the AI impact in the languages like English and Tamil?
Okay, that's a good question. So here, two things. Like one of my mentee from my college, so where I studied in Erode, Government College of Engineering, Erode. So I'm just helping my mentee to understand the Tamil text, to to read those Tamil languages, and then it will come up with the Tamil poet or Tamil story, something related to it. So what I would say. So AI is just a tool. It's not going to replace any language or anything like that, because it's just a tool. So with the tool, if I want to make it out with in my own particular language, of course, because what we are making the models, the LLM models. LLM is nothing but large language models. So it's going to take all the inputs. So whether you wanted to make it as in your own language, of course, you can train the chatbot, because at the present, as a developers, as innovators like us, so we are facing some time deadline to introduce a lot more language, almost like 170 to 200 plus languages all around the globe. It's a well-known, I'm saying that one well-known one. We are trying to make out the bots, or we are trying to make out all the ones into that particular language. For example, when we all comes to any technology, if there we see, if our language is there, let's say Tamil or Hindi or Malayalam or Telugu, we will be proud of ourselves. Yes, so we are trying to include those languages into it. So as we are seeing the development of these technologies, definitely all the languages will be there. So it's our part to contribute outside. Like say, for example, if you see somewhere any chatbot is only in English, of course, feel free to contribute yourself as to convert it into a newer language. That's one of the one. So the language wise, it's not going to be impact anything, I'm sure.
See, my answer to this is, see, AI is your assistant if you are a master of AI technology. So if a teacher, whatever be the subject, because we are going to handle with a lot of data and informations. If a teacher is getting into the classroom, so they will be having lot of informations and data inside them. And some questions, if the student asks, we have to recollect it from the previous data, okay, which we have to think of it, or which may not maybe forgotten the data also. So in order to help you in that situation, you can enable this AI data. That's all. So a
Okay.
good teacher, as in the starting itself, Nirmal told, reskilling and upskilling, all these things is required. So learning is, as a teacher, we all know that learning doesn't have any end point. So it's a lifelong process. So if you incorporate this AI technology in your teaching methodology, then you will get connected with this generation. This generation will listen to the person who is good and very strong in this technology. So for that purpose only, we are bringing this session on AI. And Nirmal, one question.
Yes,
People
sir.
are asking for the attendance link in the
Yeah.
chat bar.
Sure. Sir. I think in this meeting, we all have the participants, right? So those who have the access to these meetings, right? So you can extract the one participants, get that one, and then we will circulate that name list to my IBM CSR team to generate the to generate the certificate at the end of this week. And I do see one more questions from the staff, Sandhya, and she just highlighted like one of the 12th standard students asked the questions. After completing 12th, we are joining in the data science and AI course. How were the job opportunities? Because there are a lot of layoff. They are budding in the industrial field. Okay, how I want to encourage them to enhance them. Right. It's a good question, ma'am. Okay, so don't get panic with these kind of layoffs because this usually happen. That's kind of evolving, right? For example, if I want to go to the new things and we have to drop off something old, right? So that's the same thing. So layoff is always, it's kind of it's a part of the world. It's a part of the process actually. So don't get panic. Even as I'm in the IT industry for the 12 years of time period, like whenever see upgrading myself, it's not only this because of the panic. It's my ambition. It's my passion to learn technology because that's how I just get developed myself. So I would say try to encourage them to learn it, learn the process. Learning is a much more like important. So if the person who has passionate about learning and adapting the new technology, so he don't need to get worried about the layoffs because the layoffs is only for the persons or people who are not up to the date level where the industry does not like, okay, listen, Nirmal, you are not up to date. Okay, the company does not need you. Go away. That's the point. But here, if I have the technology, if I just put more effort on it, if I just keep upgrade myself on time, yes, of course, I will get brand promotion. I will get more opportunity. I will get connect with the people. I will get them more benefits. So I would say tell to the students, don't get panic. The layoff is only the process, not a complete decision. So here, whatever the opportunity or just like forget about the AI, like who knows, maybe in after some time, the quantum computing is going to be come around. So very soon I'm going to release a video of my experience which I spent in the Berlin. So I have the shoot the video of the up to date technologies and then upcoming technologies. I'm going to make a clear video. I try to add the English subtitles as well, where you all can see it. So show that one, so the people will understand. Okay, so we all need to upgrade ourselves to evolve this market. So don't worry about the layoffs. So layoff is always just a process. Don't worry. Thank you so much. I do see that there are some comments from Tamil. Okay, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And there are a lot of people who from all around the India. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. Sir, how AI promotes the empathy and social skills in the mind of children? Oh, that's a very good question. Yeah, because I do have my kid, right? So this AI, because sometimes when I sit with my daughter, right, she say like, "Daddy, put some video. Tell to the Google, my daughter needs Elsa and Anya video." So sometimes if she get practice, she will not ask me, so the bonding will get break. So as a parent, I do feel sometimes, okay, why? Because we just get trained with them. Sometimes we all happy that we just made ourselves comfortable by through the voice recognition and then text recognition. But now the same side, our generation is going to break the bonding. Now they all get to the one. But as you worried about, right, even I do have the same concern, right? So the only thing is we have to teach our kids and family. We first of all we need to realize ourselves, AI is just one of the tool. It's not a it's the entire thing in our life because we all connected with the human things. So we have the emotions, we have the bondings. So that's the one.
கேக்குது. அவங்கதான் நம்மள இது பண்ணி வச்சுக்கிறாங்க.
Hello, sorry. Hello, Kokila ma'am. I could hear the child voice. I'll just put yourself mute. Sorry. Okay. So there is one question from Sundaram sir. Moli or sorry, I'll just translate it into the English in case if you don't know the one. The question is like மொழி ஆசிரியர் எப்படி தங்களை தயார்படுத்திக் கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்று சொல்ல வேண்டுகிறேன் சார். Okay, so Dr. Sundararaman, yes, yeah. So sir asked about, as a language teacher, how could I improve myself in terms of this technology? I say like, sir, come up with the ideas. I say, sorry, I'll just answer to him straight away. Sir, நம்ம மொழி சார்ந்த ஒரு ஆசிரியராக இருக்கும் பட்சத்துல நம்மளோட மொழியோட மகத்துவத்தையும் அதோட அற்புதத்தையும் அதோட பரிணாம வளர்ச்சியை இப்ப இருக்கக்கூடிய தொழில்நுட்பத்தை பயன்படுத்தி நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா உங்களுடைய மாணவர்களுக்கும் இல்ல உங்களுடைய துறை சார்ந்த ஆளுங்கள் கூட சேர்ந்து எங்களை மாதிரி கூடிய கம்பெனியில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒப்பங்களுடைய ஸ்டாஃப் கூட சேர்ந்து கம்பைன் பண்ணி யூ கேன் கம் வித் ஓன் ஐடியா. நீங்க ஒரு புது முயற்சி எடுத்து சொல்லலாம். உதாரணத்துக்கு ஓலைச்சுவடியில படிச்சுட்டு வந்த காலங்கள்லாம் இருந்தது. அதுக்கப்புறம் நோட்டு புத்தகங்களை படிச்சோம். இப்போ டிஜிட்டலா கிண்டல்ல படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தோம். இப்போ என்னுடைய பொண்ணுலாம் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கிண்டல்ல படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கு, டிவைஸ்ல படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கு, புக்குங்கெல்லாம் ரொம்ப கம்மி. ஸோ அப்போ என்ன பண்ணனா இந்த டெக்னாலஜியை நம்மளுடைய மொழியை கொண்டு வரதுக்கான பயன்படுத்து. ஓகே, லெட் மீ புட் திஸ் இன் டிரான்ஸ்லேட் வே. ஓகே, வாட் ஐ ஆன்சர் டு திஸ் ஸ்டாஃப் Sundararaman who are more concerned about the language staff get affected, or we need to much concerned about this technology will get impacted. What I would say, like, as a language teacher, focus on developing or spread your languages through the use of these technologies. Bring out your own identity, the baseness of this one. For example, in olden days, in ancient days, we all started learning with the there is a leaves. Actually, we just started writing down the lessons under the tree as a gurukulam. But now we started, as in our childhood, we started going to the schools and we just carry out the like a kg of notebooks. So we just loaded with the notebooks. Now it's everything comes into the Kindle, everything's in the under the digital devices. So it's just only the evolution of the devices and technology, but still the language is still the same. And so we all have to communicate. So bring out your identity and the power of languages and magics of languages and spread the world with the help of this technology. So that's what I answered to him. I hope this sir கண்டிப்பா நான் சொன்னது உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சிருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். கண்டிப்பா உங்களுக்கு கிடைச்சிருக்கும் சார். Please, I do see there is a question from Swati ma'am. Please go ahead.
Sir. So as India, people oriented university where we are lot more students.
Ma'am, sorry ma'am. I'm not able to clearly audible your voice, ma'am. Can you?
1 minute.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah. So, like India, we have a very strong foundation in people-oriented interactions, and we have great values of community-driven thing. So, how do you think, like, to what extent will AI replace the service industry in India?
All right. Okay. Good question.
Since we prefer face-to-face, or we need some human voice to hear.
Yeah.
So in such a community, how will AI replace?
Okay, I'll do one thing, ma'am. For example, as we are in the fastest growing world, we are in the fastest phase because we all need to go. Because the one thing is like population is one side, the pollution is one side. So we need to achieve something. We need to get something, grasp everything fast. So in this world, like to adapt with this, humans cannot do anything. That's the reason man made the machines, right? So that machine's taking over a part at certain stage. Right now, we are on the stage. We do not know whether these machines will going to be evolve a lot, maybe in the next generation, where our kids, my daughter is going to face more the problem which you highlighted. Sir, in olden days, during my school days, I go to the railway stations, I talk to my clerk. If I have any problem, he helped me. For example, if any thieves following me, he just safeguarded me. But now everything is, automated technology, where there is a kiosk is there in the empty station, the CCTV is there. But if any humans is trying to, attack me, who will come and there is a device they can monitor, but who is going to safeguard? Yes, in that case, I do understand. I do have the same concern like you. We have to come up with the, human bonding. Technology is a side. And when it comes to the India, like say, we all need to serve to the people, bank, railway station, airport, even all the service provider. We all need. So one thing is the population is one of the major factors. Second thing is we all need we are in the mindset of grasping everything. We need the fastest delivery, fastest one. So that's how it makes. But still, with this population and the technologies, it will take again more years to to implement all the technology. But until then, definitely we all will enjoy our human bondings. Let's say we all have the teachers and staff, the person. Some in some areas we still have the people. Like say for example, in 2014, whenever I go to travel somewhere in the airport, there is a person, the cabin crew, the airport hostess will assist thing everything. But in recent days, whenever I go, whether I have my leisure time or are in rush, nobody's there. I have to carry out my luggage. I have to drop it out. I have to take my things. I have to take it out. In case if I forget something, I will be in the trouble. So that again gives more struggle. So yes, wherever we are seeing the more pros, still we are seeing the cons. I would say, don't completely fall out with this technology and follow this AI. Still, we have very beautiful things like human creature. God has created a lot of creatures in the world, in this universe. In out of it, human is a very great creature. That's what I believe. Where we all can react and feel, we can do respond something. So in a nice way. So I have the sixth sense technology. We all can develop something. We can just create something. But when creating something, we don't want to lose ourselves. In Tamil, we have to say something like எதையோ தேட போய் எதையோ விட்டாங்க மாதிரி நம்ம வந்து எதையோ பார்க்க போய் கடைசியில நம்மளோட பிறந்த மக்களை வந்து விளக்கக்கூடாது. So what I'm saying is like when you are trying to achieve something, when you are trying to develop something, but we are losing our family bonding where we are just used to grow, with our kids and relatives. So of course, so as your teacher, as a educational institution in charge people, you're responsible. Tell them to upgrade themselves, but don't out of the human world. That's what my online message to all the people. Is that all clear, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nirmal. We can wind up today's session.
Yes.
Dear participants, you can join tomorrow's session using the same link. This is
Yes.
for the entire 5-day session, so you can log in,
Yes.
join through the same session. So shall we get confirmation for? Yeah, already you joined. It's recorded, so we will take everything attendance from this one itself. Probably in the coming days, Nirmal sir will share the link about the certification link. On that day, those who are present can fill the details. You will be getting the certificate. Those who left out, we can try it out and we can provide the certificate. Don't worry about that one.
Exactly. Thank you so much. And one final question. I see that one is the person as this, like, will AI replace the doctors? I would say no. AI can help the doctors, like how people we are right? So it's kind of additional technology, but it will not definitely replace the doctors. So again and again, I'm just putting because based on my experience, I'm just participating in the multiple conference and technical workshops. So I'm just seeing healthcare industries, they are just adapting the technology, but it's not going to replace the AI. I mean, it's not replace the doctors with the AI. So yeah, don't worry about that. All right. And there is one question from Nancy. Will AI replace the architects? Yeah, this is only the tool, ma'am. But only thing is like it will think beyond the human perspective. For example, as a human, I can just draw down. It will take some time, but AI can. If you provide the requirements, it will just come up with a 3D model. It will change the color. It will change the complete structure. It will give the entire procurement based level. So just a fast. It's just a tool. So for example, once upon a time where my grandparents have some assistants where he used to maintain all the accounts. So he have everything. But now we don't need anything. I have the calculator if I want to do it. Yeah, or if I have the my chatbot, it will do everything. It's just an assistant. So it's not going to be replace anything. That's for sure. All right. I think we can wind up and we all can meet again around the same time tomorrow. And I'm going to introduce some of the AI tools and definitely the AI magic. So don't worry if you are in the non-technical the technical background, you don't know coding. Don't worry. I will help you to assist from the scratch level. Thank you once again, and I hope I have shared my email ID. And of course, I can share the presentations to the sir, and of course, you can also get it here, and definitely. And you all will get the links, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. As I said earlier, so that's my documents for this one. This is the session. Actually, I just put it this way. I can share it here, so we can connect again for tomorrow. We all can discuss a lot, and yeah, that's the one. And if you want to share it connect to the LinkedIn, of course, that's my LinkedIn. You all can share it, and we all can do it. All right, thank you so much. Thanks once again. Thanks to the entire management and then director sir, such a wonderful one, because based on my experience in the last few years during my vacation time to India, I travel lots and lots of colleges to spread the word, and then I rescued the job scam. I mean, rescue the people from the job scam. There are some scams happening in the world. I'm just at my best. I'm just putting my effort. I've just been to almost like 17 to 18 colleges. I'm still, this is one of the place where I can just get an opportunity to meet all the gurus, all the teachers and staff members. So definitely, I want to collaborate with you guys, and of course, please reach out to me if you have any questions, and we can just work it out. And I'm happy to give some technical session, also the kind of career guidance, and also I can just help you out, like, the motivational speech. So feel free to join with me and collaborate with me. Thank you so much. Thanks once again, sir. Really appreciate it. It's a very good one, very good start. Usually the Mondays for IT guys, Mondays usually not not only for IT people, for many of us, Monday is not for a good day. We all instead to go for work. But today I feel really energetic. I think as it's time for me to go to the office, and definitely we'll just connect you tomorrow. Thank you so much once again, and with your support, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Nirmal. With all the participant support, we will join as a community and we can work together. So
Sure.
technology has enabled us, we can form a community in WhatsApp where
Yeah,
we can connect regularly.
super. Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate it. Thanks once again. Bye bye.
Thank you, Nirmal sir. Thank you, Director Prince sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. As you said, please create a WhatsApp group and share the sources, sir. Thank you.
Sure, ma'am. I just put my email here, so you can just drop your email. I'll just share this PPT, and also I'll share the PPT to the sir as well. So sir will help you out.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye
It
bye.
will be helpful for us. Please share the PPT, please. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. We'll do, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Please.
Thank
Cheers. Bye bye.
Bye bye, sir.
Tomorrow I will share the community link. We can join in WhatsApp. Then I will share the PPT and all these things in that community group. And I will add up some more industry personalities also in that group, so that we can have a AI community teachers group. Okay. So thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.